Here's a video for the new Luxury Precision W4. It's an amp DAC dongle. It has lots of options and lots of power, so it's going to take the spot of the RU6 by KN. If you want to win this, comment. I got the box and everything. It's like brand new. Comment below this video. You got to be a subscriber. Like would help the algorithm. I'd appreciate that. You can go ahead and win that because it's just going to sit on my desk and that's just a waste. This is taking its spot. Power. Options. Let's talk about power first. These are not radically different when it comes to 3.5. The stuff that I use to test is the Truth Ears Red Zero or Zero Red by Critical. I got impedance adapters to go ahead and test that low frequency driver that's dedicated to about 200 hertz and below and kind of push it. I got 200, 150, and 75 to put in line. I use that. 3.5 and 3.5. I also used the Helios SE Special Edition by Symphonium Audio because it's hard to drive. The specs don't even do it justice. This really takes a lot of juice for heavy bass hits. This is one of the harder to drive sets that I have, but I love it. It's got great sound quality. So using those two sets mainly, the difference in power single end was not that different. The difference in balance is substantial and audible. There's a lot more power in this, which can be used, by the way, with your iPhone because it's got a cable that will do that. Lightning to C. It's got C to C here, and it's also got USB-A, I believe it's called this, so you can put it to your computer and use it as a DAC. So power is, this trumps that very easily, so I no longer need that. Please give it a home. Go ahead and comment below. On top of that, in addition to that, that would be enough for me. On top of that, it's got a lot of options that I can use by a simple click and roll of the wheel, and I can get into a submenu where I can select multiple EQ profiles that are presets. And they have subsets that I'm not familiar with how to set them up, or if they make differences, you can comment below if you've had previous versions of the W4 like the W3. I'm not familiar with it. It's got presets, or it's got the DAC selection, so I can select the DAC settings for different types of filters on the DACs. It's got, I can do low and high gain, of course. It's got volume on the rotary wheel. It's got a neat little ability to flip the text on the screen to upside down depending on how you've got it connected to something. You might find that it's falling down and won't stand up because you're trying to get the text. There's been other things that I've had prior where I want to take a picture of it. Put the phone down. For example, this is an Asus Rogue. I can really do it either way, but one way is preferable. And when I lay it down, I realize that this is text is upside down on another one. And then I got to kind of play around with the cable a little bit or try to use a longer one. This is just like a flip it. Simple, very easy thing. Sound quality, which is important. So power, it's clearly this. Options, it's clearly this. Let's talk about sound quality. I'm a huge believer that almost all of what you hear is it's the transducers, whether they're balanced armatures, EST, all of the types of transducers, dynamic driver, everything you can think of are the main influence of the sound quality that you get. The differences in seeming coloration that you might get a sense of warmth can sometimes be down to low pass filters and some other stuff in combinations and how they put them with DACs. But explaining to you how this differs in sound quality versus the RU6, I'm really talking about the Helios. And if I use Corinne's set, I'm really talking mostly about the red. It's like a sound demo. It's got its value to discern one between the other, but it's limited. It's got value, but it's limited. Telling you which one sounds better. To me, it sounds like the dynamic range of this is greater because I have more power headroom. It's the same with headphones. So I would think the sound quality sounds like it's more dynamic, but beyond that I won't get into it because I don't think that that's something that I can really nail down. Do I recommend it? I'm using it myself. I bought this myself. I got a slight discount from Music Tech, but they didn't approach me. I approached them and said, I want to buy this. And they said, would you ever do a video? I said, if I like it, I will. And if not, I'll go ahead. And so I think I got 10% off. And then if I don't do a video for it, which I've done before, I just go ahead and send the difference back to them, just so we keep everything nice and fair and square. But this one gets the video because power options. It's got both of those, and I like it. 4.4, 3.5, the rotary wheel for doing all the selections. It gets to say stay, and the RU6 has got to go. Somebody please give it a nice home. And I'm What are we on right now? Big crit. And I'm out.